Well, I am now happy to report that I now have a Packard Bell on the internet. Unfortunately, I had to do a little bit of computer swappage outage, if you get what I'm saying. What had happened was I had the I took all the suggestions and the comments on my previous video, and a lot of people mentioned that I can't use a workgroup switch with a cable modem, but as you can see, I got this Packard Bell on the internet and my Windows 7 computer on the internet, all on this little device here. So that worked perfectly, and a lot of you had mentioned taking the network card and putting it in a different PCI slot. That did not work, unfortunately. No matter what PCI slot I put it in, it just kept on causing a resource conflict with the sound card. So what I did was I took it out of the Multimedia F170 and put it in my Multimedia D135 that I got about a month and a half ago, and it worked perfectly. I was amazed, and so I gave up on the F170, and what I did was I took my Multimedia F170, put it in my bedroom, and took the D135 and put it right here, running the Ethernet card perfectly. And in fact, it is on the internet right now, and it's even loading Facebook with Chameleon, with a little browser that a good friend of mine on YouTube suggested me to try out, and it seems to be working just fine, except for the fact that it's been trying to load the Facebook homepage for the last 15 minutes. But what do you expect for a computer that's 15 years old? Because obviously Facebook is not Windows 95 compatible. So I'm hoping to update my status message on here because it'd be kind of neat to do that on Windows 95. But I guess the big price of admission for this is not the internet. Let me open up the C drive window. Yeah, the internet's slowing this computer down bad. Alright. I'll go ahead and scroll down to the bottom there. Now, a problem I've always had ever since I started using all these Packard Bells is that if I want to take a file that I downloaded off the internet or something on Windows 7, on a Windows 7 computer, it will, well, most of my computers nowadays don't have floppy drives. So what I have to do is I have to use a perfectly good blank CD and put the files on it and send the CD over to the Packard Bell. Well, can't do this for all my Packard Bells, but the Multimedia D135 is the lucky participant in this pretty cool feature now. And yes, I know. This is simple. It's been done before. I know. I can, instead of dragging and dropping, instead of having to use a CD-ROM to transfer files, I can now simply do this. We just go to the computer here and click network, and look, there it is, PBD135. We'll double click it, double click this, and I now have full access to the Packard Bell's hard drive on this computer. Let's see, let's say, oh, I don't know, let's go to my hard drive here. I want to put a wave file. We'll just go to some Price is Right sound effects. Let's see. Clings and whoops. Let's see how that plays when there's a double showcase win. We'll just drag and drop it onto here. See, it's copying now. I didn't know that it was that big of a file. Oh. Slowly but surely. Well, I can hear that hard drive clacking away. It's sounds like a microwave popping popcorn. Alright. It's probably taking a while because it's probably still trying to load Facebook. Alright, now we'll head on over back to the Packard Bell here. Go down here. And look, there it is. Let's see if it'll play it. What I hope to do eventually is I have this 10 gigabyte hard drive. I want to do some upgrades to this computer. I have a 10 gigabyte hard. Oh, I'm just gonna. It would probably help if I turned the speakers on, huh? And this came courtesy of Windows 7. Alright. As I was saying, I wonder how that second window got open. But anyway, I had this 10 gigabyte hard drive I took out of an old Windows 98 gateway. What I'd like to do with it, because I'd like to really fancy this computer up and make it Windows 95 on steroids, as you could say. First of all, of course, I want to put some more memory in here. It's only got 16 megabytes of that. Anyway, the 10 gigabyte hard drive, I want to put that in here. Install Windows 95 as usual with the Packard Bell Master CD, and then upgrade Windows 95 to Windows 95B, convert the hard drive to FAT32, and then expand the partition to fill in the entire 10 gigabytes. How's that sound? And I'd also, since this computer is essentially the same as the Multimedia F170, which has a 166 megahertz Pentium processor, what I'd like to do is overclock this 133 megahertz Pentium processor to 166, just like the F170, by simply duplicating how the jumpers are on the motherboard. Hold on here. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'll do a whole lot of internet browsing on here. You have to be the most patient person in the world to deal with that. And, yeah, maybe it'll run a little bit better if I do some upgrades, but at least I know it does work. And now my Packard Bell Legend 1510 Supreme did the same thing with when I had an Ethernet card, and it for whatever reason, if you try to turn the computer on with the Ethernet cable plugged in, you're going to get a blue screen of death during startup. But the strange thing about that is, all you have to do is hit enter and it will continue booting just normally. So I'll probably just, for the most part, keep the Ethernet cable unplugged because this is doing the same thing. And you know what? Screw waiting on this, because I think it's, for whatever reason, trying to load Fox 8 WGHP's website. I don't know why. I don't remember clicking that. But we'll go ahead and call it a night on this video. This is Billy Core signing off on July 1st, 2011. Goodbye.